Martin Luther King Jr. was a great American civil rights leader. He fought against racism and injustice through nonviolence and love. His famous speech, "I Have a Dream," became a global symbol of equality and freedom. He received the Nobel Peace Prize in 1964. Martin Luther King Jr. remains an inspiration for peace, justice, and humanity worldwide. Injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. Darkness cannot drive out darkness. Only light can do that. Hate cannot drive out hate. Only love can do that. Faith is taking the first step even when you don't see the whole staircase. The time is always right to do what is right. Our lives begin to end the day we become silent about things that matter. We must accept finite disappointment, but never lose infinite hope. Intelligence plus character, that is the goal of true education. Freedom is never voluntarily given by the oppressor. It must be demanded by the oppressed. A genuine leader is not a searcher for consensus, but a molder of consensus. Love is the only force capable of transforming an enemy into a friend. If you can't fly, then run. If you can't run, then walk. If you can't walk, then crawl, but keep moving forward. Shallow understanding from people of goodwill is more frustrating than absolute misunderstanding. Peace is not merely the absence of tension, it is the presence of justice. A right delayed is a right denied. We may have all come on different ships, but we're in the same boat now. There can be no deep disappointment where there is not deep love. Every man must decide whether he will walk in the light of creative altruism or in the darkness of destructive selfishness. An individual has not started living until he can rise above the narrow confines of his individualistic concerns. The ultimate tragedy is not the oppression by the bad people, but the silence over that by the good people. Change does not roll in on the wheels of inevitability. We must build dikes of courage to hold back the flood of fear. Nothing in the world is more dangerous than sincere ignorance and conscientious stupidity. The quality, not the longevity of one's life is what is important. True peace is not merely the absence of tension, it is the presence of justice. Human progress never rolls in on wheels of inevitability. Whatever affects one directly affects all indirectly. We must learn to live together as brothers or perish together as fools. Forgiveness is not an occasional act, it is a constant attitude. The function of education is to teach one to think intensively and critically. Love is the greatest force in the universe. Non-violence is a powerful and just weapon. A nation that continues year after year to spend more money on military defense than on programs of social uplift is approaching spiritual death. I have decided to stick with love. Hate is too great a burden to bear. Law and order exist for the purpose of establishing justice. We are not makers of history, we are made by history. The arc of the moral universe is long, but it bends toward justice. Everybody can be great because anybody can serve. Life's most persistent question is, what are you doing for others? The ultimate measure of a man is not where he stands in moments of comfort. He who passively accepts evil is as much involved in it as he who helps to perpetrate it. We must develop and maintain the capacity to forgive. Violence as a way of achieving racial justice is both impractical and immoral. A lie cannot live. Returning hate for hate multiplies hate. True love is understanding, creative, redemptive goodwill. Nonviolence is not sterile passivity, but a powerful moral force. We must concentrate not merely on the negative expulsion of war, but on the positive affirmation of peace. Our scientific power has outrun our spiritual power. The rich must not ignore the poor. Segregation is morally wrong and sinful. History will judge us by the difference we make. Oppressed people cannot remain oppressed forever. Morality cannot be legislated, but behavior can be regulated. Peace is more than the absence of war. Means we use must be as pure as the ends we seek. We must use time creatively. A man who won't die for something is not fit to live. Hate destroys the hater as well as the hated. True compassion is more than tossing a coin to a beggar. Power without love is reckless. Love without power is sentimental. We must pursue peaceful ends through peaceful means. I believe that unarmed truth and unconditional love will have the final word. Nonviolence is a way of life for courageous people. Justice at its best is power correcting everything that stands against love. The Church must be reminded that it is not the master or servant of the state. The hottest place in hell is reserved for those who remain neutral in times of moral conflict. Courage is an inner resolution to go forward despite obstacles. We must speak with humility. We must make the pledge that we shall always march ahead. We are caught in an inescapable network of mutuality. There is nothing wrong with laws, but everything wrong with unjust laws. Justice too long delayed is justice denied. Love is not emotional bosh. We must not allow creative protest to degenerate into physical violence. The moral arc bends toward justice when people act. Let us not seek to satisfy our thirst for freedom by drinking from the cup of bitterness. We must forever conduct our struggle on the high plane of dignity. No one really knows why they are alive until they know what they would die for. The end is reconciliation. Freedom is not won by the passive acceptance of suffering. Nonviolence demands that the means we use must be as pure as the ends we seek. The goal of America is freedom. Love is the key that unlocks the door to ultimate reality. There is a creative force in this universe. If physical death is the price I must pay to free my white brothers, then nothing could be more redemptive. We shall overcome, because the arc of the moral universe is long. We will match your capacity to inflict suffering with our capacity to endure suffering. I am not interested in power for power's sake. Human salvation lies in the hands of the creatively maladjusted. We must be maladjusted to injustice. If a man hasn't discovered something he will die for, he isn't fit to live. Love your enemies. I have a dream deeply rooted in the American dream. Let freedom ring. Free at last, free at last. Justice is love correcting that which revolts against love. Nonviolence is the answer to the crucial political and moral questions. The choice is not between violence and nonviolence, but between nonviolence and non-existence. There can be no justice without peace. Every step toward justice requires sacrifice. The struggle is a process. True peace is justice. Love is the greatest force for personal transformation. We must not confuse peace with quiet. Freedom must be demanded. There is no crown without a cross. We must keep moving. Truth crushed to earth will rise again. Justice requires action. Hate paralyzes life. Love releases life. We must stand for truth. A man must be concerned about more than himself. Greatness is determined by service. Faith gives us courage.
Hope is essential. We must act now. Tomorrow is today. Delay is dangerous. Moral courage is essential. Peace requires justice. Love requires sacrifice. Freedom requires struggle. Truth requires courage. Justice requires persistence. We must not lose faith. Stand up for justice. Speak truth to power. Serve humanity. Choose love over hate. Choose hope over fear. Choose justice over comfort. Choose courage over silence. Choose action over apathy. Choose unity over division. Let us rise to the occasion. Let us march on. Let us keep faith. Let us not grow weary. Let us be courageous. Let us be just. Let us be loving. Let us be hopeful. Let us be united. Let us be free.